I wanted to things better. I don't know. I kind of didn't want to have above me, but the sky above me, the earth below me. Here I am live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time because I'm trying to be slick like that. And so, hi, welcome. It's Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. The year's almost over. What the heck? No, I think we were kind of expecting it, kind of hoping for it. What do you think? I know I have, even though I have no idea like what 2021 is going to look like. But I guess I'm just kind of going day to day. That's my thing I'm having to do right now is go day to day. Want to talk about something that I just did this last week, and that either may or may not affect you, but I wanted to give you the option. I know that a lot of you like to see my monthly card pulls where I pull a whole bunch of cards for the month, and because I just did that last Wednesday, and in the effort in an effort to follow along with what the cards of the month said last week, I took a step in a direction. I have started a Patreon creator page at patreon.com/Queenie Pie. And the weekly check-ins like we're doing right now. But I will and I'm probably going to upload them over there. But also for my patrons, it's hard to for my patrons, there will be different tiers. And one of the extra things that they may just be, you can look at the card and study the card while I'm talking about it, or it'll be my face. Some weeks, yes, some weeks, no. It just depends on lipstick, really. Just kidding. Anyway, so there. Hi, Aunt Debbie. So on my Patreon page, you will get the first level will be that you will get to access to the weekly card pull videos, which will kind of be an addition to the monthly card pull videos. You'll also get content. I'll upload videos of cover songs that I'm practicing. Again, just like with the card pulls, it'll either be no face and maybe a picture or some sort of background, and or face and singing cover song. These will be cover songs that I choose, and there'll be other like check-in videos and things like that for the first tier. For the second tier, you will not only get questions answered, topics to throw out, topics to talk about, and also personal questions to those cover songs. In the third tier, you'll be able to make requests of what songs. Hi, everybody. Of what songs you would like to hear, and I literally will learn the song for you, make the video for you when every week, and that will also include, you'll get a personal card pull every month. You get to throw out topics, request songs, all that other stuff, and all this stuff is subject. But as stated in last week's card of the month, that is the first step. So this is my first step in becoming a Patreon creator. And I'll be done with that blurb. And the Patreon page is patreon.com /Queenie Pie if you're interested in looking it up. I've already posted the card of the week there uh, for those who sign up. I'm working on getting a song up there probably in the next day or so. Anyway, I love you guys. That's my blurb. Here's really quick, and then we'll go on with the show or whatever I call it. I'm also available for readings, for personal readings via FaceTime, Skype, Facebook Messenger, telephone, email, whatever. And sometimes with the year changing, we'd like to see what maybe the next year might hold for us. So I'm available for those things too. Just PM me and I will let you know rates and give you a link to my website and all that stuff. Okay, done with marketing. Done with marketing. Oh my God, you guys. Again, can you believe that the year is almost over? Can you believe what kind of year that we've had? So I have been, it's a weird combination of being both stressed out and also kind of resolved that is way over because the state mandate, is it the health mandate for the Bay Area is that you don't spend more than 15 minutes even with a mask on in an enclosed space conversing with another human being. To ride my bike, to get to my work the couple days that I go, it involves a 45-minute to an hour BART ride. And or if I take the ferry, it will involve 15-mile bike ride every single day. And I love riding my bike, and eventually I'll be up doing it. I'll be up anyways. So I'm working on other solutions to that. So that's been kind of stressful, but I'm also resolved that this is what has to be, and kind of nervous about the unfolding of that and what that will mean and what that will mean for my job and what that will mean for a lot of things. Because if what it means for my job is not cool, then that kind of, the thought of that really stresses me out. I don't think that that's the case, which is what happens when I get too much time to think. Things start going wrong in there. I start closing my eyes and dramatizing. Anyway, so that's kind of what's been on my mind. Other than that, my gosh, the cats are really good. Pink Nose Supermodel, almost completely healed. It's very weird, and it's growing hair back and everything. So that's very, very good. And I thought about naming him a different name because Pink Nose Supermodel is kind of a silly name for a cat. But, oh well, that's his name. And for me, when I am working, so he has a little pillow that's in front of me where I sit, and he puts his paw. Whew. Anyway, so yesterday, I really loved Beatles. So if you wanna click, get the fuck out of here now, you need to. I would choose the Beatles. I'm one of those people. So if you don't like it, tough shit. SOS question alert. I've been posting photos and telling stories about where they were when that happened. And so maybe I would tell a story about where I was when that happened. I lived in Carson City. I was a senior in high school. I used to have dreams of being a DJ, a radio DJ, talking in between the songs and blah, 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 Anyway, and there was this radio station in downtown Carson City in a place right, not downtown, but it might be downtown now, just the way things grow. And I haven't been there in a long time. Anyway, Frontier Plaza, there was a movie theater, and this radio station, KPTL, was there. It was AM radio. Well, somehow there, this DJ named Eric, I guess a guy who was a DJ who is not in high school anymore. Neither of those people were in high school anymore. Anyway, well, this guy was older, and I can't for the life of me remember what that guy's name is, which is kind of embarrassing. Because you'll find out later. Anyway, so I was riding my bike around town. Yeah, I rode my bike in. Okay? I promise. Okay, so, because I know this was a big deal and that you're anxious about it. So don't worry. And they're right in front of me, so it'll be fine. All right, so I used to hang out in the DJ booth, perfectly silent. And this is when disc jockeys did the records. Okay, they had vinyl. This was back in the vinyl days. Anyway, I had met up with Eric, and we went over there, and apparently I didn't know that this happened. And we got there, and I really cannot remember this dude's name. He had a DJ voice, don't they all? Everything was dark. Like it was dark, and he had been drinking, and he was playing the whole album of Double Fantasy. And so while some of the songs were going on, told me what happened, and we were all crying, and we were all pretty devastated. And he was playing Double Fantasy, and I think he must have played went through playing it twice because, and so I remember that it was really kind of intense, and that we were all sad. And I remember Eric leaving, and I remember getting drunk and well, not drunk, but kind of buzzed with the other DJ, and things happened later. But and he was a nice guy, but yeah, no, wouldn't have normally done that. But love in all the wrong places, kind of thing. I'm sure Eric would have been really mad because he had a crush on me, and I just wasn't really into it. So anyway, that's my John Lennon story. So every time I hear this song Woman, it makes me cry because it just Beatles. I love a lot of Lennon songs. I love a lot of the Lennon McCartney songs, the Paul McCartney song. Those are lovely. But the Lennon songs had a little more of an edge to them, really. So those are really good. Anyway, and later on, I've picked a song to do, a song or two to do. Special Girl, Jacqueline. This is out of the ordinary, but she gets special treatment today because she made a big decision. Don't even know what it is, but she made a big decision, and she deserves some support. Okay. Now beware, these fairies, they're kind of tricky, and sometimes they're not very direct. So, oh, this is good. You got the Bright Mother. You got the Bright Mother, okay? The Bright Mother is the feminine principle. It's receptive. So basically what this feels like to me is that you cleared something out of the way so that you could open for something new and more blossoming and more growing. So whatever it is that you cleared out the way and set a boundary about, this is opening up a path for more growth and more kind of magnetizing. Okay. So I'm not, whatever it is that you, it just feels like you finally said no to something you've been wanting to say no to for a long time. And that no has turned into a big fucking yes. But allow it to unfold though, because the bright mother is more about, like, she has a really cute butt. Woo. No. She's more about receiving, opening to receive, and allowing to be given to, than she is about going and getting. So it feels like with this choice, and at least with this particular area, there'll be less going and getting and more, all right, come to me, bring it on. So that's what this feels like. Yay! Yay! All right. So I've been also doing something. I'm taking December's card of the month very literally, taking little steps. And so the Patreon page, you're quite welcome. The Patreon page, starting, publishing it, figuring out what the tiers we're going to get, allowing for those to grow and evolve, and talking about it in this way, kind of getting not necessarily professional, but taking steps to taking myself seriously as with what I'm doing here, which I fucking love doing this every week. And I love talking to you and telling stories and singing to you and doing card pulls and whatever. It's time to get, and even if it's not a completely professional setup, I'm working at little by little taking steps to do that, and not beating myself up for not being farther along yet, and not beating myself up for not knowing exactly like what to do, but I think I'm starting to figure out what to do. Okay, dry mouth. So let's see now. The world. I do not know why that I just got a notification at the top of my screen that said Robin is calling from Reface app. Did you see? Okay, that app is really fun. And I don't mean to advertise it, but it's really fun. It's like, how often do you get to put your face on Marilyn Monroe or Angelina Jolie or Audrey Hepburn, which was a real fun one? I've been hesitating to put my face on dudes like The Rock or whatever, but that was freaking hilarious. Anyway, so, and I have also been watching some little animal videos, and I've been journaling all the time, which has been really good, because I've been kind of, journaling is a good thing. At least it works for me, because I've got a lot of mind chatter, and I've got but I've got obviously a lot of chatter. And if you think I talk to you a lot, you should just be around, because I talk to myself all the time too. So I'm kind of writing some of the stuff I'm thinking about out in a couple different journals, asking myself questions. Hi, Tim. Asking myself questions and then seeing what sort of answer will come up. I've been using the cards a little bit. I've been pulling a card a day and kind of drawing the card, drawing my interpretation of the card, and then writing about what the card means on that day. And if there's a question involved, then I write the question first, and then, hello. And then, but that seems to help me sort my thoughts out. I still, right now is, even though I've taken some forward movement, right now feels, feels a little nebulous. Nebulous is one of my favorite words. Well, aside from cornucopia, actually, one of my favorite combinations of words is veritable cornucopia, as in this world right now is a veritable cornucopia of shit. Okay, that's just me. But or I like to say it's really festive. That's really festive. When I say festive, I don't mean what you think I mean by festive. That is pure sarcasm with me. Pure sarcasm. And I know how to do it. I love on my YouTube camera that you can see my tree. I'll let you see. Look, there it is, right there. We're sparkling like nobody's business. And then I got that little art thing there. Now I'm going to sit back. I got my little posters there. I decided not to do it in my room because I decided not to inflict you on my closet door with all my Converse hanging on it again. And whatever I've got behind me, my inspirational messages or whatever I've got behind me there, I can't remember. Anyway, so I guess that they are, I don't like, what's weird is like I don't like to talk about politics or anything like that. And I don't like to necessarily talk about world news, but it's almost like that's all you can think about because your life is so affected by this shit almost every single day. I mean, yes, I'm staying in the house. I left the house. I went to Walgreens yesterday for like 45 minutes for the first time. I left the house for the first time since the Tuesday before last. So it was like a week I was in the house. And it just was so weird. And I honestly, I really like being in here. Granted, I spend too much time in my head, but it is what it is. So, how are you guys doing with the lockdown? Are you essential workers? I know some of you are. I know that Nada has to go to work. I know that some other people do too. I would have to go to work if I had a vehicle. They would expect me to be at work a couple days a week on the job site, but I don't have a car that I can drive there. So there's no safe way for me to get there. They're working on solutions. Yeah, see, people need to buy homes. I guess my company needs to build schools, and so we're still completing our project at San Francisco State. My roommate is still she schedules beds at Zuckerberg, so she's still having to work. She's an essential worker, and they're getting overwhelmed. You guys, it's not good. It's not good. This surge is fucking huge. Hi, Tahoe. This surge is huge. It's not good right now. But those of us that can be home, that can stay inside and hunker down and still be able to get by that's a privilege, because there aren't a lot of people that can do that. But and it's entitled of me to say, yeah, I'm glad to be home with my cats. I'm glad to not have to go out into the world because of what's going on right now. Because honestly, it's like I don't know what to be more nervous about. Is the virus, and we're still wearing masks and everything, or the people that just won't. The people that just won't, or the people that are struggling and just can't keep it together enough to keep it on. And it's really scary and sad. So, and it's just, And also, so we're trying to get the vaccine, which is interesting. And I know that I might have people, not necessarily people that are on this video call, but I'm friends on my friends list that don't want to take the vaccine, and I'm confused. I can't yet. When it comes down to it, when I finally have to decide, I'm gonna decide, and I'll probably do it. But it doesn't make me not scared. I mean, I don't even like taking the flu shot because I get sick afterwards every time. Like the last time I did a couple of years ago, I got so sick. Like I was really sick for a couple of weeks afterwards. But and then when I didn't get the flu shot, I didn't get as sick. So I don't know. But that doesn't mean this is not a scientific opinion. I'm not a fucking scientist. So I have no business telling anybody else what they should do with their bodies because I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse practitioner. I'm not here to tell people what to do with their bodies. I don't think that that's very fair, you know. But I'm just telling you my personal opinion is that I don't have one yet, that I want to see how this plays out, that I want to be safe. I'm obviously erring on the side of caution, so I'm probably going to do it. It's just that I just don't, nothing, it doesn't seem real to me at this point yet. I'm sure it will, but it just doesn't seem real to me yet. What sort of exciting things? I don't have much excitement here. I have mostly at work, they've been really busy, and I've been here, and there have been things that I really need to be physically there to do, or else get somebody else to do it for me. And I can't get people to respond back because they're too busy to respond back. So it's making me feel a little bit stressed out because it's making me feel like I have to be there, even though I don't want to risk myself to be there just for the little things that I'm feeling stressed about not being able to do. So that's been on my mind the whole week, and that was on my mind over the weekend as well, because I'm trying to think of solutions, and I have an idea for a solution, but it is not in my hands as to whether it's okay to do or not. So I just have to wait, and I'm not good at it. Well, certain things I'm not good at waiting. Other things you would think that I was the long suffering person that waits forever. You would think that I live out that Sleeping Beauty story where she's patiently sleeping, waiting for Prince Charming to come and wake her up, even if she's not really asleep. She pretends she's asleep. I used to have a story about that in my in the one woman show that I did at the Fringe Festival in '99. Yes, a long time ago. Can you freaking believe that 1999 was that long ago? All right. Can you? So it was called The Princess of Disappointment. And basically, the Princess of Disappointment would come up because I did a bunch of characters. And she said that her story was that she just knew that Prince Charming was going to come along. So she was going to, if she stayed here and stood as still as possible and pretended like she's fainted and fell asleep, even though she's really actually awake and could probably get up and do her shit herself, she would keep pretending that she was asleep, just waiting, because that's the only way she can wake up. That's the only way she can go off and
walk into the sunset happy as if Prince Charming came and gave her a kiss and woke her up. So she pretends she's asleep and pretends that she can't do a whole bunch of stuff that she can do on her own. Can you tell that I must have really shook the crap out of the princess of disappointment at some point in the last decade? Because she's quiet. She only has a few areas where she still has a little bit of sway over me. But it certainly isn't about me taking care of myself, taking responsibility for myself, and being fucking accountable and putting on my own crown and moving forward. That doesn't mean, see, I think that people mistake that kind of thing as being somebody that doesn't need anybody else. Just because I don't need anyone else to take care of my shit for me, for the most part, that doesn't mean that I don't need people. That doesn't mean that it isn't that I'm never vulnerable. That doesn't mean, it just means that because I've had to do that on my own, because I've had to do a whole bunch of things on my own, that it's not my that being vulnerable and allowing other people to help me and support me is not my go-to move. Because honestly, if you have a history like I have a history, and yeah, I'm also going to be writing my life story. Like, who cares but me? But I need to get it out of me. The that when you haven't been given any reason to trust people to come through for you for a long time, you get a little prickly when somebody hits an edge to where you're supposed to be vulnerable or you need to ask for help. And I'm working on that. One spiritual coach, my friend Serena, said that we decided that I was a hedgehog that is trying to become a bunny. Like, I used to be a porcupine, now I'm a hedgehog, and eventually I'll be a bunny, like the bunny I was meant to be. But honestly, I have learned that if you don't do it, if you don't like pick up the slack yourself, no one is going to do it for you. So I learned to be a slack picker upper. And I'm working on it. And eventually it will change. And maybe I'll be able to go back and forth and trust more. It'll work. It's just that, that kind of shit happens. I try. So do you guys? You guys, it's 7:07. Oh my God. So, okay, it's getting so dark early, and I don't know why that surprises me every year. Do you understand why why does that surprise us every year? That it's like darker later in the morning and dark earlier in the evening. Why, oh why, does winter surprise me every year? I mean, it happens every single year. And that the days being shorter surprises me every time. And the days being longer does not surprise me. I enjoy it. So I don't know. Maybe winter isn't one of my favorite seasons. It could be that. Because other people probably really like it. And granted, I like the lights. I was happy to decorate my Christmas tree. It made me feel good, even though now that I got this new tree, like, some of my ornaments really don't match it. It really doesn't look good to me. So eventually, one of my exciting things is that I'm gonna get new ornaments from. I've like lost people because tonight is boring. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so the days are getting shorter. But that all culminates on December 21st, and then it starts back again in the other. Fathom like what next year is going to look like, or whether it's going to look like more of the same, and I'm not going to, and I should just, look forward to 2022 and what that means. I was really looking forward to 2021. I was really looking forward to this year, and I had no idea that we would go further into upside down world than I thought that we were. Like every time I thought something was going to be just more and more, like, no, it couldn't, nothing could, no worse could happen. No, are you fucking kidding me? It's just, it's crazy. There's so many, oh my. And I know I'm not the only one who, of course, I'm being sensible, and maybe there's something that I'm freaking crazy about. I read cards for people and think that I know that I can read energy. And I don't necessarily predict the future or anything like that, but I can kind of, I think, and see the energy around someone so that I can maybe assist them in feeling better about where they're at, where they're at, where they've been, where they're going, etc. But that's only my perception. I can't say that I'm an expert about it. The thing that I've learned as I get older is that I'm not a fucking expert at anything, and that it has to be okay. And that the more I think I know all the answers, the less I really know. And I know, because when I was in my 30s and when I was up in my 40s, I really wanted to feel like I knew all the answers. And I really, and some of the things that happened, that I did as far as with clients and everything, like, understand that part of my motivation was not as pure as it could have been, because it was, I think you should do the grow up, and realizing that her path was her own path and that I had no fucking control over it, and that she actually is doing what's best for her, even if it makes me uncomfortable, or close friendships where that happens. And just because I'm not comfortable with what somebody else is doing does not mean that I have the right answer. And if I think I have the right answer, then I'm full of shit, because I don't know what specific internal path is, just like nobody knows what mine is. Nobody will understand why I decided to take a little step and do the Patreon creator page and set up tiers and everything like that. Lord knows I tried to do it last year, but it wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready to stick to, okay, this is what the tier is. This is what I can offer. And it's okay that these evolve. I do not have enough trust in myself and faith in myself to do that, just because you have no idea how many times in my life I have thought that it was time to, I'll say it's time to be self-employed, time to have clients, time to do this, time to do that. It came from a place of lack, and it came from a place of scarcity, and I couldn't, and it didn't work out, because it wasn't time to work out. Who knows why I had to be like in my mid 50s to figure out that it's okay that it doesn't work out, just keep doing it on the side or whatever. But it just is what it is. And I would like to retire someday. That would be really nice, So it is 7:14, which means that it is time for music. And I hope people tune in and see it. My little thing says that there's only 2 people watching. Hi to both of you. You're getting a song. If that's really what's happening. And I'm hoping that, because I have kind of a sinus infection, uh, I'm hoping that I can do the songs and not sound terrible. Okay, so I just started learning this one this week. So, but I knew the chorus really well because it's the same phrase over and over again. It's just that the melody I was having a little trouble with, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Come on now. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see. Cross your fingers that you can hear this. I'm going to stick it up here so I can see the lyrics so I don't mess it up. And this is one of my dedications to John Lennon. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like he does. Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. And if somebody loved me like you do me, oh, he do me. Yeah, he does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that he really done me, oh, he done me. He done me good. I guess nobody really done me. Oh, he done me. He done me good. Don't let me down. Yeah. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Whoa, don't let me down. Hey, don't let me down. No, no, don't let me down. All right, that was my first one. Hope you enjoyed it. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. I also kind of like Why Don't We Do It in the Road, but that's a whole different genre. whole different one. Hi, Kirk. Let's see. What are we going to do next? I wanted to do this one next. Oh, is this going to make me? Oh, I might be able to do this one. Ooh, I really like that. It's just that the verses are kind of low for me. I'm going to see. This is my other favorite. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Here I stand, head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go on, feeling 2 foot small. Everywhere people stare, each and every day. I can see them laugh at me, and I hear them say, hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. How can I even try? I can never win. Hearing them, seeing them in the state I'm in. Hey, could she say to me, love will find a way? Gather round all you clowns, let me hear you say, hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. This is the outro, which might mean the song is over, but it was fun. That's it. That's my other favorite. I tried this last night and it was kind of fun. So I'm going to do one more. That's all right. No, that's not it. That's not it. Stop it. That's all right. That's why I always have the ability to replay. Not done with you people yet. No. Just bear with me while I get to the bottom of my karaoke list. I think I'm going to have to remove some of these so that I can get to the bottom of it. This is my John Lennon kind of. Okay. This is going to be kind of fun. I think. You know, the words to this song are very weird. And it's not I Am the Walrus, okay? It's not, okay? But the words to this song, really? All right, Mr. Lennon. You'll see. Yeah. He come off that top, he come groove it up slowly. He got to down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no shoe shine, he got torch and football, he got Monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he says, I know you and you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He bad production, he got walrus gumboot, he got want a sideboard, he want spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knees. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. Madame. Wow. Come. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah. Come. That was lame. Hi, Sean. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he want mojo filter, he said 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah, yeah. Come together. Come together. Come together. Yeah. Come together. Mm-mm. Come together. Yeah. Come together. Woohoo! I like that one. So let's find one to say goodnight, which I think that he wrote this one, but maybe I'm wrong. But this is one of my other favorites. This is off of the Abbey Road album. And that was the first record album that my dad ever bought me for a present. Hi, Connie. That my dad ever bought me for a present. I was living with my mom in Susanville, and my dad bought me Abbey Road. And I listened to it a lot. Anyway, so this is gonna be my goodnight song. Pardon me, I drank a lot of water. Hold on, we're not gonna burp in the song. There we are. Oh, look. Oh. So I cannot do that song without Carry That Weight. So I'm going to try Carry That Weight. But anyway, Golden Slumbers. So before I finish this song, I want to wish you all a good night. I will see you next week. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/QueeniePie. you can kind of see what the different tiers are about, or I'll be posting some other videos on there. In fact, I'll probably be posting this video on there as a general, like, oh look, this is who I am, look at these extra things you can get, kind of thing. Anyway, so bless your hearts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you that have enjoyed it. And for those of you that didn't, F off. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I really appreciate you. And I love, this has been a great touchstone for me every week during this weird 2020. Okay, here we go. This is another one that's in a weird key. Try. Now I may do weird things to get it, to get my syllables away. See? To get back home. Yeah, see, it's low. Hold on, I'm going to start over. I was not prepared for it to be that low. Sorry about that. I should just a-cappella it. Once there was a way to get back homeward. I think I'm going to a-cappella it because goddamn their key, I want my own key, right? Okay. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Yeah, see, I'm still flat. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're not doing that one. I'm sorry. Well, maybe Jennifer Hudson's is better. Oh, I don't know. I'm not Jennifer Hudson, but let's see. All right, like, you know me, I have to do something that is restorative, that doesn't sound like shit. Like Come Together was really good. I want to do one more thing that feels really good to sing before I stop. All right. Why don't we just like change our John Lennon and do, oh my God. Ha 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 ha. I don't know the one. I don't know the verses to that. Okay, come on. Here we go. Okay, this is the one. This is my favorite, one of my favorite songs. Oh, this might not have the lyrics with it. This is the Pretenders. This for John if he's watching, because he loves the Pretenders. When I look up from my pillow, I dream you are here with me. Though you are far away, I know you'll always be near to me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I look around me and feel you are ever so close to me. Each tear that flows from my eyes brings back memories of you to me. Oh, I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. Oh, I go to sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. Oh, I was wrong. I will cry. I will love you till the day I die. You are all. You are only no one else. You're meant for me. When morning comes again, I have the loneliness you left me.
Each day drags by until finally my time descends on me. I go to sleep, sleep, and imagine that you're there with me. I go to sleep.
I love how in this album on the Pretenders, it goes right into Birds of Paradise. So it goes like la da da, la da da, la da da da. Oh, I wrote a letter to you, my friend. So many letters that I'll never send. I think about you at the day's end. Anyway, I'll do that one at some point. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next week. And I will see you on my Patreon page. And bye. Yes, end it.